Hi guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to our part 2 of our Slovenia 2010 FIFA World Cup qualification. This is our group at the halfway point. Slovenia are sat in second in the playoff place, just above Scotland and Latvia by 2 points, and just behind Sweden by 2 points, as Sweden are sat top with 12 points. So it's been a good campaign so far. Sweden beat us last video, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it yet, but we've got the chance to have a bit of redemption as we got Sweden in the next game. This upcoming match will define our run, whether or not we finish first or second. I reckon we can finish in the top 2 places. However, I want to finish first because obviously it's better to do it automatically. So our next match is going to be against Sweden. And of course, it's still on legendary difficulty. I always show it just for people that ask about it. And it is the best and most fun way to play the game. And we have the chance immediately to either see if Slovenia are capable of beating Sweden at home, or whether or not Sweden will take another game against us and move even further clear of Slovenia. And of course, if Scotland or Latvia win, it will cause us even more problems if we lose this match. It's a good ball. Dedic. And he scores to make it 1-0. I just had to concentrate there, but he's got it. And that is an early goal for Slovenia. At home, we got the home advantage, and it is 1-0. Great start. We pulled Mastrurovic out of position with that pass, and we're able to just go on through and tap it in. If we can beat Sweden, then it gives us a really good platform to maybe try and win the group, because of course, then we'd only have to really play Scotland and Latvia in order to, win the group. Because Luxembourg and Moldova, realistically, probably won't be stopping us. Over the top. And now Manda's got it. And a fantastic save there by Handanovic stops the equaliser from going in. Actually, saying that, I don't think Mastrurovic is playing in this match. I can't see him at the back. There is a bold defender there, but it's definitely not Mastrurovic. And, oh, that was close. Can we get the header? No. It doesn't look like Mastrurovic is playing, so that's a big plus for us. I don't know whether or not he got randomly injured in training or whether or not he has a suspension. Ibrahimovic will be picking up a yellow there. That's another yellow, and he misses the next match. So Sweden are without their main man for their next match, and I bet you that'll probably be against like Luxembourg or something, so it probably won't matter. Into the box though, Novakovic, he scores to make it 2, and definitely Sweden are missing Mastrurovic. Mastrurovic usually is a beast defender on this game and can usually lock down a whole team by himself. But here, because he's missing, Sweden are now 2-0 down, and Novakovic gets another one to add to his tally. Half-time, Slovenia have a big 2-0 lead over Sweden and could rescue their qualifying campaign and save themselves from potentially going to the playoffs. Moldova are taking the lead against Scotland. That's a huge help if Moldova can just secure that result. Corin on the ball here. And again, just couldn't do it. But we're having lots of chances against Sweden. Feels like Sweden are pretty ineffective here. It's going to be booted away here. And we have just won 2-0 over Sweden at our home ground to recover the top spot in this qualifying campaign with 4 more games left to play. Of course, we still got to play Scotland and Latvia as well. And Scotland and Latvia are still winning games and stuff, so they're right behind us, but we've just dragged Sweden back into the playoff position, and hopefully it can stay that way. So we're back at home, this time against Moldova, a match that we should be winning. Look how close that is between the 4 teams. That is very close, only 2 points in it really, with 4 more games to play. Elsner crosses that one in. It's not headed. Scotland are playing Latvia today, so that means that Sweden are against Luxembourg. I knew when they had Ibrahimovic suspended that they would be playing Luxembourg. So annoying. Why can't it be against like Scotland? So through ball, Novakovic. Can he finish this chance off? He can. It's 1-0. Novakovic again on the score sheet, and he's been a bit of a goal machine in this qualifying campaign. 1-0 against Moldova. Dedic off the post. That could have been 2. Elsner's coming in. No, it just gets tripped a little bit. And we're probably going to go into half-time just 1-0. That's fine, no. You know, we're still winning. I'll take a 1-0 against Moldova, even if they are going to be a bit frustrating. Moldova have still defended quite well for a one-star team, keeping us away from goal for the last, I don't know, 25 minutes or so. Good passing. Slovenia, yes, there's the second, and that will bury the game. Novakovic again. And in the 76th minute, we doubled our lead, and Slovenia will be winning this match, I feel. And that's going to be it. We've beaten Moldova by 2-0. A very standard result. They play pretty well defensively, but we're able to break them down and win the game. So we got 3 more games left to play: Latvia, Scotland and Luxembourg. So with 3 games left to play, it's still very close. I don't think Slovenia, Sweden or Scotland have lost a game in quite a long time. Sweden have lost 2, we've only lost 1, and that was against Sweden, and Scotland have only lost 1 as well. But yeah, it's still really close. Latvia are starting to fall away a little bit more. We have them next. If we beat them, then they probably won't qualify. Here we go then, away from home against Latvia. I always love Latvia Stadium as well. Like, it looks like one of the standard stadiums you get if you play in like the Championship or like League One on a career mode or something. But I just love seeing it on this game because if you can see just slightly in the background, the houses do look kind of like the style of like Latvian houses or, you know, European houses. So again, that added touch, that slight added touch of realism is really cool. Definitely a dangerous game here against Latvia. You know, some people might think it's easy, but it's a lot harder than you think. Especially at their ground, they're going to be up for this. They want to save their qualifying campaign. Oh, somehow we still got it. Oh, yes! He stumbled all around all the box and then he just like managed to tap it in past the keeper. And I don't know how he maintained his composure, Novakovic, but he got a very important goal there to give us the 1-0 lead over Latvia. Look at this, look, he got tackled and then he gets tackled here again. And then he stumbles and then just taps it in before the goalkeeper can get it. That takes some skill. That is 1-0. Novakovic, he's just too strong and fast, and that was a hell of a save by the keeper. That was a very powerful shot. Sweden and Scotland are both playing the minnows in this group. So they're going to obviously pick up points again. So, you know, coming into the last 2 games, it's really going to go down to the wire. Crossed in. Header, oh, good save by Handanovic. That was travelling towards the back of the net. Handanovic says no. Novakovic, saved by the goalkeeper again. Scotland leading Luxembourg by 3-0, so they'll move closer to us. Carlson's on the ball here, and that goes out of play for a goal kick. They are coming close, but I don't know if they have the sort of talent to maybe score from an open play situation. Come on, that was such an easy move. Novakovic. Yes, that's 2-0, and that surely buries Latvia's hopes of qualifying now. 73rd minute, Novakovic scores again. I'm fairly sure Novakovic is like the only person, apart from maybe Juric, that actually has goals in this qualifying campaign. I don't know if anybody else actually does. Latvia, one final chance to get at least one back. No, it's going to be 2-0, I think, here. Latvia haven't done enough to get in this game, and Slovenia will pick up a big 3 points in the race for automatic qualification. So I think that just leaves me, Sweden and Scotland all racing for those positions at the top. I don't really want the playoffs if I can, you know, avoid it. I'd rather qualify automatically. Next match is against Luxembourg away from home, a game that we should be winning, so it could potentially come down to the very last game of the qualifiers to see who goes through automatically. Good dribbling, And that is a goal in the second minute or third minute even. And Dedic has scored really early on to make it 1-0 against Luxembourg. The way he dribbled past those defenders was really nice. I didn't actually intend to do it. But yeah, sometimes the best things happen on accident. Great over the top ball there. Novakovic, that was unlucky. Can we get it? No, not quite. Moldova are playing Latvia, so that means that Sweden and Scotland surely are playing each other. Unless it's like, I don't know, a week that they're not. But surely they are. Yeah, they are. Sweden and Scotland are playing each other and it's still 0-0. And Luxembourg randomly went for a shot outside the box and Handanovic had to extend to save it. Good ball into the box. And a great goal. And that, again, is Novakovic with the second goal of the match. He has to be top goal scorer in qualifying, surely. I'm fairly sure he's got probably like 12 goals or something. Maybe even more. Koren. Unlucky. And that's a third. The third goal of the game comes from Novakovic. Not the third for his hat-trick, of course. The first goal was scored by the other player. But it seemed like the game didn't want Koren to score and actually just wanted Novakovic to score. Scotland and Sweden are drawing 1-1 now. Scotland have equalised, so that's even better for me if they both draw because, of course, you know, they both drop points. Dedic, he can make it 4 to Slovenia. He has, and that's 4-0. Just breezing by Luxembourg here. Novakovic to Kerm. He scores, that's 5. And, well, I mean, we're just stat padding at the moment, aren't we? Novakovic, can he make it 6? He can, he just blasts it in. And Luxembourg are just getting absolutely destroyed. I kind of feel sorry, but, you know, I want that goal difference to be massive. And that's going to be it. 6-0 against Luxembourg. Absolutely breezed by them, but they are a minnow, so can't celebrate too much. That would be so shameless. A really good victory, though, for Slovenia. And that means that we will remain top at the end of the qualifying campaign. 1 game left to play. Scotland and Sweden drew. Latvia lost, so Latvia are done now. They can't do anything. Scotland and Sweden still hanging on for playoffs, I believe. Slovenia are top now with 22 points going into the final game. Our goal difference is better than Sweden's. You know, the against is only 1 better. However, our 4 is a lot better. So that 6-0 really helps us, because if Scotland do somehow beat me on the last day and Sweden win against whoever they're playing, then obviously Sweden would they would have overtaken me if I didn't have that good of a goal difference. But that goal difference, thanks to that 6-0, because we padded it up a little bit, it will help if we do lose against Scotland. Here we go then, we're at home and we're against Scotland for our final qualifying match. Of course, I don't intend to lose. You know, I keep talking about losing and stuff, but last time we played Scotland, it was a 3-3 draw at the start of this series. And, you know, I just feel that they can have us if they want to. Scotland need to win in order to at least clinch the playoffs. Latvia have taken the lead against Sweden, so Scotland are starting to dream. They could snatch that playoff spot away from Sweden. Novakovic from the through ball. Can he open the scoring? No. Saved by Gordon. What's that in? It's headed in to the back of the net by none other than Novakovic. Another goal for him, and Scotland's hopes of qualifying even through the playoffs are hanging in there by a thread. Oh, that was a fantastic ball, and Novakovic, he slots it in for number 2, and Scotland are in real trouble. Even with Latvia doing them favours, Slovenia aren't taking any prisoners in this match. Go on. Oh, yes. It's 3-0, and I accidentally activated a different celebration. He's playing the violin for the Scottish fans, the small violin. That's a good through ball. Dedic, he can make it 4 if he wants to. No, not that time, but hang on, it was just poked to Novakovic, and what luck that is to get that kind of, well, that tackle that pushed it back out. Look, he slide tackled to push it straight to Novakovic. What an assist by Scotland. Miller crosses it in and dropped by Handanovic, and, well, Scottish player got in front of that shot. That is going to be an unnecessary penalty conceded for Scotland. Really unnecessary. I don't know why they needed to do that. You know, I think he just mistimed the tackle. Goalkeeper will be taking this one 100%. So Jay Handanovic has the chance to get on the score sheet before normal Handanovic. And he does. It's 5-0. And the goalkeeper gets a penalty goal. And that's a fantastic qualifying campaign wrapped up for Slovenia. Latvia are 2-0 up against Sweden. Sweden would have not gone through if Scotland even drew this match, but they have absolutely fallen apart. Scotland have a corner, and there's not enough time really to mount a comeback at all, and that header was really not what they needed to just get a consolation. Booted away, and this should be game over. Slovenia took no prisoners in this match, qualifying for the World Cup in style, thrashing Scotland 5-0, and Scotland missed a huge opportunity to get into the playoffs as they lose here. Even if they drew, they would have overtaken Sweden and, you know, qualified in the playoffs, I imagine, because Sweden lost against Latvia 2-0. So, massive opportunity wasted for Scotland. Okay then, guys, so before we get to the draw, I just want to show all the groups around the world, and then after we've done the draw, we'll go back and look at the playoff results. So this is our group first. Slovenia finished with 25 points, Sweden with 19, and Scotland with 18. So, yeah, you know, Scotland could have done it in the end, but no, they bottled it, and Sweden go through to the playoffs. In Group A, Bulgaria qualified automatically, with Albania going to the playoffs, Serbia missing out by 3 points. In Group C, we have Portugal qualifying automatically and Spain going to the playoffs, Romania missing out by 2 points in that group as well. In Group D, Holland qualify automatically on goal difference, Ukraine go to the playoffs. Funny thing about Ukraine in this qualifying series, I noticed when we finished that last match against Scotland, Ukraine actually lost against Liechtenstein 2-1. So that might have been the game that basically made them fail to automatically qualify. Imagine that, losing to Liechtenstein 2-1. Finland were kind of close, and Switzerland as well, but they missed out by about 5 and 6 points respectively. In Group E, it was England who qualified automatically, with Russia going through to the playoffs. Bosnia and Croatia miss out, as do Macedonia and Armenia. In Group F, it was Italy in the end that went completely perfect, with 10 wins and 0 losses and 0 draws, and only conceding 6 goals. What a campaign for Italy. France go to the playoffs, and Hungary miss out by 2 points. In Group G, Belgium automatically qualify, with Greece going to the playoffs. Neighbours Slovakia didn't go through to the playoffs, missing out by 2 points, and Poland missed out by 5 points in that one as well. In Group H, it was Denmark that went through in the end, Czech Republic go to the playoffs, and Austria and Northern Ireland both miss out by 1 point in the end. That's heartbreaking. Very close group, that one. You know, even still, they were like 3 points off of Denmark. So, yeah, I mean, very tight group. And in Group I, it was Germany that qualified automatically, with Ireland going to the playoffs. In African World Cup qualifying, we have Cameroon going through in Group A, Nigeria in Group B. Wow, that was insanely close. Look at that. Look at that. Equatorial Guinea literally missed out by like, what, a goal? Maybe 2 goals? I don't really know the math on that one, but that is crazy close. Group C, it was Egypt. In Group D, it was Mali. And in Group E, it was Ivory Coast. So pretty standard from Africa there. In Asia, we have Australia and Japan qualifying automatically, with China going to the playoffs. That was kind of close, that group. You know, Uzbekistan and Thailand weren't that far behind in the playoff race. And in Group B, we have North Korea and Iran going through automatically. South Korea made the playoffs, but narrowly missed out on automatic spots by goal difference. In Oceania, it was New Zealand going through to the Confederation playoffs. So congratulations to New Zealand. Vanuatu and Fiji weren't that far behind though. South America looks like this. So we have Brazil finishing first, Paraguay in second, Argentina and Chile also qualifying, and Uruguay going to the playoffs. Colombia missing out by 1 point, Peru missing out by 3. And in CONCACAF, we have this situation. It is Honduras going through with 18 points, just beating the United States, who finished with 18 points as well, but obviously better goal difference. Mexico finished third with 14 points. Costa Rica then finished fourth with also 14 points, but slightly, ever so slightly worse goal difference. And then Trinidad and Tobago not qualifying into the playoffs, missing out by a point. And the playoffs haven't actually started yet. Of course, we haven't done the draw, that's why the playoffs haven't started. So we'll see who goes through after that. I mean, we'll know anyway through the draw, but yeah, let's just get all the big teams drawn. I'm excited to see what my group is going to be like. We're in pot 2 and England go in with South Africa. Okay, where are Slovenia gonna go? Russia in Group B with Brazil. Germany will have Bulgaria alongside them. Holland will have, I bet it's me, Sweden. Okay, that's good. Spain will have Denmark. Portugal will have Slovenia. Okay, cool, that's fine. And Italy will have Belgium, and Argentina will have Czech Republic. Okay, so we'll fill out the rest of the group and see who we get. So Cameroon in Group A alongside South Africa and England. Group B will have Egypt in there. In Group C we will have Mexico. In Group D, Japan. In Group E we'll have Paraguay. In Group F we'll have Ivory Coast. Okay, starting to get a little bit more difficult. Group G has USA in it, and Nigeria. Of course, the rule is Nigeria have to be with Argentina. It's just an unwritten rule about every single World Cup. And then we got the other teams. Iran going into Group A. In Group B, we'll have Mali. In Group C, we will have China. In Group D, we'll have Chile. In Group E, we will have Honduras. Costa Rica in Group F. Okay, so that's our group. Portugal, Costa Rica and Ivory Coast. North Korea in a group with Italy, USA and Belgium. And that will mean that Australia will go into the final group. Okay then, so looking at the playoffs for everybody, I just want to see how it went down. So in Group A for Europe, we have Ukraine losing on penalties to Sweden. In Group B, it was Russia beating Greece 2-0 over the 2 legs. In Group C, it was out. Wow, what a game! What a game between those two. Albania beat Czech Republic 5-1, and you would have thought that Albania would have had that in the bag. And then the Czech Republic came back with a 6-0 victory to win 7-5 on aggregate over the 2 legs. That is a mental series. Imagine that. That's akin to what happened to PSG when they played Barcelona a few years back. And in Group D, it was Spain beating France in that playoff 3-1. In the Asia playoffs, we have China versus South Korea, and that ended 4-3 on aggregate to China. So a very close game, but China squeezed by. In the Asia-Oceania playoff, it was China then going on to beat New Zealand 4-2 on aggregate. And in the final playoff, we have Costa Rica beating Uruguay by 3-2 over the 2 legs. So yeah, that is all your playoffs rounded off, and your whole qualifying campaign finished, apart from the 3rd video, which we'll do next time. To see how far Slovenia can go in this World Cup. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this part with Slovenia. Tune in next time to see the final part, and if you did enjoy this part, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again for the next video.